love you, Myron.
I love you too, baby.
Good, let's get married.
Married? Well, you know I'd marry you like a shot, Kathy, but you know my problems.
Yes, you already have a wife.
It's only right that I told you.
After our first weekend together. But you and Gwen have been separated for months.
Well, but there's still that little piece of paper which Gwen won't give up. Poor, foolish creature. She still clings to the hope that someday, somehow...
So where does that leave us?
Like Romeo and Juliet. Star-crossed lovers. Coming, beautiful lady.
Hello, Myron.
Gwen, darling. What a nice surprise.
Are you alone?
Well, not for long. I mean, the painters are coming, and the insurance claim adjusters, so there's going to be quite a crowd. Oh, and then I've got my dental appointment, so...
Oh, goodness, let's hear it for him, folks. Myron Gates and his fabulous mental tap dancing.
Well, I was just...
That's all right, Myron. It's just that, well, after you've been married to someone for a few years, you get to know them pretty well.
Yeah. Well, then you know when that person's in a bit of a hurry, so...
Take it easy. I'm about to make your day.
You are?
Yeah, well, I was looking forward to the day that you'd be mine again, but, well, I realized that was kind of a futile hope.
Well, let's just call it impractical.
Well, I have marvelous news. I'm in love.
Oh, that's nice.
His name is George Clark, and he wants to marry me. Which means, of course, I'll be needing a divorce.
A divorce?
Well, darling, you don't want both of us to be living in sin.
Well, but I don't want...
Myron, aren't you pleased? I mean, now you can stop supporting me. No more money.
Well, believe me, it's been worth every penny.
And you can be a bachelor again. Not that you haven't always behaved that way.
Look, you sure this guy's right for you?
George adores me. He proposed on our second date.
Huh. Sounds like a batty young kid.
He's 45.
That's even battier. You know, those May-December romances, they never work out.
Well, it's more like May, July. Oh, Myron, I know that if you ever met him, you'd really like him.
Right. I mean, of course, yeah, you're right. You know, I would like to meet him. I mean, I'd like to give him my blessings in person.
You would?
Oh, I sure would. Say, why don't you bring him here to dinner?
Myron, this just isn't like you. Are you sure you're not planning to make waves?
No, not a ripple. Listen, you can have the divorce, and you can have my blessings, too. After all, I've got blessings that I haven't even used yet. Well, to the happy couple.
I'll, drink to that.
Well, you two just sit and chat and get to know each other. I'll start dinner.
George? George. You know, you're really a lucky guy. You're getting a heck of a girl.
The best.
Yeah. Gwen's got it all. Looks, brains, charm, passion.
Passion?
Yeah, I mean, she's a ball of fire, that kid. It's our problem. I couldn't keep up with her.
Huh?
Yeah, but I can tell that you're man enough to handle any woman.
Myron, where'd you put the broiler pan?
Under the stove where it belongs, dear. Bless her heart. Gwen's like a child in the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah, but so what? I mean, you don't marry a wildo like Gwen to get a homemaker.
Guess not. Wildo?
Oh, yeah, she's terrific at parties. You like to dance.
I used to foxtrot a little.
Well, Gwen will teach you all the groovy new steps. Yeah, she's a dancing fool.
She is?
Oh, she's out of sight. When I think of all the late-night spots that we closed up...
I'm not much for the nightlife.
Oh, it's no problem. No problem. I mean, she'll be glad to make the scene solo. That's what's so terrific about her. She'll never make you feel like you're holding her back.
Myron, will this white wine be all right?
Oh, it's perfect. You know, you're a heck of a guy, George. I mean, you got her off the hard stuff. If you just keep her that way.
I've never seen her drink anything but an occasional glass of wine.
I mean, it's far out. I mean, you did it, not the shrink.
Shrink? When she's an analyst?
Well, not since she got back from the fat farm.
Myron, may I say something?
Oh, of course, George. Anything.
You're putting me on, Myron.
Putting you on, George. Why should I?
Come on, Myron. I know when I'm being snowed, and I know why you're doing it.
Really?
You don't want to lose Gwen. You still love her, don't you?
Well,
She has no idea. She thinks you don't care for her at all.
Really? I can't imagine
I
why.
think she should know this. I can't have her coming with me and finding out later you and she still had a chance.
George, you know, you're absolutely right. I can't face the prospect of losing her. I mean, I love her. I love her deeply, devotedly, desperately.
Oh, Myron, I've waited so long to hear you say that.
You have?
I've just about given up hope. Oh, George, sweet person, can you possibly understand?
Well, I guess so. I love you, Gwen, but I can't stand in your way.
You know, Myron, somehow I never really believed you wanted a divorce.
Well, somehow, Gwen, you were right. Oh, George, you know, you're a great human being.
But what else am I to do? I see two people who love each other deeply, devotedly, and
Desperately.
good luck.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Myron, what now?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll drive you home.
But I am home.
Huh?
I'm moving right back in here tonight.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Gwen. You're making a big mistake.
Oh, no, Myron, I've already made the mistake, and I'm never going to let that happen again, and that was agreeing to the separation.
Now, just a second, Gwen. I mean, you know what I'm like. I mean, I'm flighty. I'm irresponsible. I'm a lady chaser.
Those days are over, Myron.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Those days are not over.
Oh, yes, they are. And do you know what I'll do if I ever suspect that you're chasing?
Sure. You'll walk out on me again.
No, I'll divorce you.